Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Hey, I don't know.
Can't
We
get the
had to
play
take
off
them
in
from him.
time,
We
and I'm
working
going to
on
wager the call's going
all
to come
that
in
shit
much
right now.
quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. They get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down.
You're going to lose, though.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they get this down to the 28. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Big six coming,
Allen
y'all.
taken right to the air. Buys time, rolling right. That's to the sideline, and Shakir snags it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. Still on the move, throwing down the right side. And oh, someone steps in.
Thank you.
Intercepted.
Shut up. Thank you.
In to pick it off.
Sit there and watch me spank your ass.
Debut they'd certainly hope for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive. Taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant.
You ain't have a chance. Shut up. Yeah, what you wooing for? Watch me work. What you wooing for?
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the
Don't lie to yourself, boy. Trill, you ain't have a chance.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at first down here. Now it's Mahomes. Setting up the screen. Continuing to move past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge...
Come on, man. You got to do better. Come on, now. If you're going to talk shit, Trill, you got to do better.
25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Yellow. Attack.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a
Hey, somebody bring everybody to the front.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Yellow.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Attack! Right.
To the air, Mahomes. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills get the football just
should have
short of
took
their
the
20.
leg game, y'all.
Interception and return.
Well,
Well, they were thinking at least
I
a
ain't trying
field
to hit
goal
that
on the
three times.
drive if they couldn't
Right.
reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps
But
them
lucky
from
for
even
y'all,
getting 3 out of this possession.
he going to
hope
shotgun
at the end of
again.
this game,
Nothing
you don't
interception.
look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Shakir with the
Oh, he
grab.
good shit, bro.
And they catch
You
up to
can't
him,
do
but
that
not
again.
until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. First tone of the game for James Cook. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47.
That definitely ain't going.
Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. 2nd and 1. Chased out to his right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete
This is
pass.
easy. These are
Covered
easy
much better than
interceptions.
that.
What the
Really well
fuck?
covered, Kate, on that play. There
He's
just
throwing
simply
it to
was
the
not a
red
window
jersey.
for him to sneak that
Fuck.
throw in.
Allen throw on 3rd and 1.
You just
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know,
He
Kate,
think my
years in
guys is his
Indianapolis,
guys.
Peyton,
What the
he'd love
fuck
to
is
know
going
the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Forced out to his right. That's caught beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Allen now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
What, you think you gonna get your
They have
field goal?
themselves
You
another
ain't
1st and
scoring
10.
shit.
To the air again, Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Pass complete to Cook. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. The throw is caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
56, half 85.
Oh, shit.
Regular.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
That's it.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
You don't
Now,
get your
just before the break,
well
a
on. He
timeout
gonna
taken
try
by
and
the
outline
offense,
you.
and they can try
You
for some
got hot.
points going into the break.
That's what's up, King.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Hey, home. That's it.
Throwing it just before halftime. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That man dropped
Bills
that
take a
shit.
lead on the final play of the half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Look out.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Middle.
Running left out of the second down option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Half. What's that?
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Allen on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
5 wide. Alert! Look out!
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Look out!
Allen gonna throw again. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Stop. Sit down.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Come on.
Working quickly here.
Okay. Half 10.
To throw again, it's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Bass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yellow. 43. Right side.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
15.
Back to the air, Mahomes. He's got it! Touchdown, Kansas City! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make it.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This is taken in at the 13. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First down throw for Allen. On the move, headed right. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Regular. Look out.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Look out.
Again, Allen to the air. Finds Kincaid. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This one's caught. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bass now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Bills are brought down for a loss on the return, but still a good effort on that interception. First down, ball at the 36. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Connects with Cook. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Buys time, rolling right. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2.